With the cooler days, it's just been so lovely, being out and about. I'm really enjoying this cooler weather. And well, I wanted to do a compilation of all the Portulaca blooms because I've just been enjoying it so much. And I know it's such a simple plant, but the flowers, or I should say the colors, are so such a wide variety of colors. And you can see I've been like out there clicking a photo and recording every chance I get because they only bloom so brightly when the sun is fully out. So that's the only downside, I should say. So if it's not a bright sunny day, but even on overcast days, if the sun is there and the heat is there, it will bloom. So it's been such a pop of color in the garden, and that's exactly what I wanted and why I planted the Portulaca. And it's doing its job. And some of the blooms, they actually are two-toned. Oh, well, actually, they I think they obviously hybridizing and cross-pollination here is making the colors so diverse. Some of the shades are so pretty and pale, and some are so bright and vibrant that it's got colors for everyone. And I chose, the orange shades for the planter box because I wanted that to have all the autumnal colors, and it's just filled the box so nicely. And this contrast of soft flowers, they look like a bouquet of flowers with all the colors next to the thorny agave. It looks such a contrast. And then while I was out here, doing this compilation of all the Portulaca, I thought I'd just show you all the other flowers that are blooming here. Like, my salvia is doing well, and the sedums, gosh, they are so beautiful. So I've got the sedum brilliance in the back, and it's so pretty and pink, and the bees are just loving it. They've been swarming over it, so that's a benefit. But this Portulaca in the front yard, that's the not Portulaca, the sedum autumn joy. It just hasn't grown much, and I like the color, but it just hasn't grown much. It's so small, and I transplanted it, and I made two plants out of the one that I bought, but both are so undernourished, and they didn't get as huge as the ones in the back garden. And I've come to appreciate my aster ever since the garden show. Well, I started appreciating it once it started blooming, and the only issue I had, and I was keep on, hating on it, was because it had so much of foliage and it kept growing and growing, and nothing was happening. And the problem was me because I didn't understand that the asters only bloom in autumn, or I should say late summer and into autumn. And I've been looking for them to bloom in spring, and they didn't bloom. And then I was looking in summer, and it was just leaf growth and no flowers. And I even contemplated pulling it out, but lucky I didn't, because the bees, they also love this aster. So, the asters, all these plain flowers, the bees just love them. And this is my Hoya that lives outside. I mentioned it in my other video that when I did the alfresco tour. Yeah, so this one's been living outside. It looks a little, this Hoya has been living outside, and it looks a little bit worse for wear, but it's just been blooming so well. And yeah, and so I know that this one can survive. It survives in Melbourne's cold winter and summer. It does get a little bit of protection here from the bay leaf tree, but other than that, it's just surviving so well. And it's bloomed in spring, and it's flushed out again a second lot of blooms for autumn. So I know that some Hoyas are really hardy, and this one, the best thing about it is the bees can enjoy the nectar, and that's why I put it out, because I mean, so much. This gets nectar. You can just see the little droplets of nectar on it, and it was just getting wasted inside in the alfresco area. So now at least the bees get to enjoy it. And I have this little biplanata. It's a crassula, I think, and it's so cute and tiny, and the flowers are so tiny, and I can't wait for it to. It hasn't opened up as yet, but I can't wait for the flowers to open up. They are so tiny little flowers, like little stars, and yeah, such a lovely addition or in the garden. So there's so many things still going on here. If I just look around, there's so many interesting pockets of color and little flowers blooming. And my bear paw the bear's paw is also flowering, so that also likes the cooler months. So that's gonna be flowering from now right into winter, and that's got some nectar for the birds. The birds like this. Oh, and I forgot to show you this monkey's tail. I keep this one at the side of the house, so you would have seen it maybe when I passed by during the tour of the patio. But anyway, this monkey's tail was my original tail, and it lives outside here in the side of the house. No care, but look how beautiful the flowers are. And what I liked about this one and is that it looks like a ponytail, actually, like some ponytail with flowers dotted all along it. And I thought that was so cute. But yeah, so this one's been flowering, and the more light it gets, obviously, excuse me, so the more light it gets, the more flowers, comes off from this monkey's tail. And as I said, this was the original tail that I had, which was so tiny when I bought it. It's grown so long and lovely. And it's got two baby tails that have also grown. Yeah, so that is so pretty to look at, and I can see this from the patio area. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all the flowers, and I hope you get to spend some time among some greenery and enjoy your weekend. So I shall see you next week. Bye.